Can you imagine having an online business that pretty much runs itself and makes sales with products that don't require shipping, inventory, and you never have to restock? Digital dropshipping allows you to sell products that you can pretty much forget about once you have everything set up. In this video, I'm going to show you how I went from not knowing a thing about it to making over $10,000 a month online. The reason I got into this stuff in the first place was because I was working as a carpenter for the first 8 years of my working life, and I had absolutely zero location freedom, and I was pretty much feeling trapped. I moved across to WA to start doing FIFO to give me that little bit more freedom. When I was working in the mines, I was on okay money and the freedom did get a bit better. However, I found that the money would dry up pretty quick on break if I did the things that I actually wanted to do, like travel. It took me around 2 months to learn the ins and outs of digital dropshipping and social media. And in my third month, I made around $8,000 in commissions and fully replaced my FIFO income. I kept working in the mines at the same time for another 3 or 4 months, and then I finally pulled the pin on FIFO to go all in on the business that I built. Just 1 month after quitting my job, I actually hit my first $10,000 month online, and I was actually able to start doing the things that I wanted to do from the very start, like travel and experience life while making money at the same time. There is a whole bunch of different ways that you can start making money online, like MMA, dropshipping, YouTube automation, crypto and trading. However, the thing that stood out to me about digital dropshipping was the minimal startup costs and the potential to scale to numbers that I only thought were possible from the online gurus. Regular guys just like you and I are seeing huge success in this space. For example, Ethan, an ex-FIFO worker just like myself who just hit his first $30,000 month online. Or Cooper, an ex-apprentice carpenter that made $100,000 in his first 6 months using digital products. And last but not least, Huddy, who made $30,000 in his first 3 months after quitting his construction job. All 4 guys, including myself, are just regular people that used to work construction but wanted more out of life. This formula can be rinsed and repeated an endless number of times and is proven time and time again to see huge success. Let's say you were to start dropshipping regular products like clothing, for example. Every time someone buys your product, you're required to ship it out to the customer and restock it with another. With digital products, you aren't required to ship anything. The product is delivered instantly to the customer, and because it's a digital product, you don't have to ship or restock anything. You simply buy it or make it once, and you can sell it an infinite amount of times, which means your profit margins are going to be close to 100%, if not 100%. If you buy a product that is PLR, which means private label rights, it means you now own the rights. You can sell it as it is, or you can change it however you like and sell it an infinite amount of times. You can even add a few products together to make one good one. Some common digital products are guides, courses, training plans, diet plans, even fucking pet guides if you're into that sort of thing. And the list goes on. Pretty much anything that doesn't rock up to your doorstep in the mail is a digital product. Even bloody OnlyFans is a digital product. However, I would not recommend going down that route if you want your parents to keep talking to you. Righto, grab a bit of paper and a pen because I'm about to show you exactly how you can get started straight after this video. The first step I'm going to cover is picking a niche. This pretty much means what type of product you want to sell or what type of content you want to post. There is pretty much a digital product for every single niche that you can think of. You want to pick something that you already have some experience or knowledge in, or something that you're passionate about, because otherwise you simply won't stick to it long term. Some examples of niches include fitness, cooking, travel, beauty, even fucking pets like I mentioned before. Literally anything that interests you. Another thing you want to make sure is picking a product that actually solves a problem, because when someone has a problem, there's often a lot of pain around it. For example, if someone is fat or overweight, they may want to lose that weight. That is an example of a problem someone is facing, and there is often a lot of pain around that problem. If you're in good shape, there's absolutely no reason why you can't help people that may not be in good shape to get in shape. Bingo, it solves their problem, so they are much more likely to purchase from you. I'll explain the burning buildings analogy for you. Let's say someone is in a burning building, right? Do you think they will run faster out of that burning building or faster towards an ice cream truck? Obviously the burning building. The burning building is a situation that they desperately want to get out of, whereas the ice cream truck is something they may want but don't necessarily need. So someone that may be fat or overweight, like I mentioned before, is far more likely to purchase something that solves their problem and relieves their pain rather than something that they just want. Okay, now that you have picked a niche, the next thing to do is get a product. If you're handy with a phone or laptop, you can use Canva or AI to create your own ebook, guide, cookbook, course, etc, etc. If you aren't so handy with a phone or laptop, you can buy PLR products like I mentioned before. Either that, or you can hire freelancers from websites like Fiverr, Topical or Upwork to create a product for you. Etsy or Shopify are the most common places to buy PLR products. However, there are many other websites out there. While we're on the topic, you want to make make sure that your product is quality and it actually solves a problem for someone. Back to the fat person example, you want to make sure your product actually gives value so that someone that is overweight can actually use it and go and lose weight. Having a poor quality product that gives no value is one of the fastest ways to destroy your reputation and your brand. Here's a few examples of Etsy PLR products: cookbooks, training guides, fitness guides, training programs, pet guides, travel planners, beauty guides, and the list goes on. Now that you've either purchased a product and made the changes that you desire or made one yourself, it's time to set up your store. The most common websites to host your store is Shopify or StanStore. I personally use StanStore as I believe is the easiest and the most beginner friendly. When you sign up for StanStore, I believe the first 14 days are free, and after that it costs around $29 a month, which if you make 1 or 2 sales for the month, it's paid for. With either of these platforms, when someone buys your product, it will automatically be sent to the customer. So now that you have a niche, you've made or bought a product, you've set up your store, it is now time to focus on the marketing. Which brings me to the next step. Once you have everything set up and good to go, it is now time to focus solely on the marketing. Doesn't matter how good your product is, if you don't get the marketing down pat, you will struggle to make any sales at all. There are a couple ways you can go about the marketing. The first one, and the one I personally use, is organic marketing. Utilizing platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube to market your product. Organic marketing can be one of the hardest to learn because you need to understand the algorithm and how to go viral consistently. If you decide to go with organic marketing like myself, I highly recommend utilizing short form content to market your products and then utilizing long form YouTube content to create guides around your product and how to actually use your products. Organic is perfect for someone that doesn't have a lot of money to invest, just like I didn't when I started out. And that's why it's so imperative that you learn how to go viral consistently. Utilizing organic marketing will also keep your profit margins much higher because you aren't paying for ads or paying other influencers to market your products. That brings me to option 2 when it comes to marketing: running paid ads through Facebook and Instagram. These ads can be very expensive, but also very effective because you can pretty much pick your target audience that you wanted to get pushed out to. This allows you to push out your content to the exact type of person that you believe will be most likely to buy your product. Obviously, using paid ads will bring your profit margins down and your risk will go up because obviously you are having to spend more money each week. Personally, the reason I decided to go with organic marketing is so I could actually learn the ins and outs of the algorithm on how to actually go viral consistently, rather than just throwing my money at shit content because I don't actually know whether it's good or not. Basically just throwing shit at the wall and hoping that it sticks. The third way that you can market is through email marketing, which is literally just sending emails to people to see if they would be interested in your products. But if I were you, I would focus on organic marketing so you can actually properly learn about posting content. Now that you are sorted with marketing, making consistent sales and actually growing your business and your following through Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, the next thing you want to look at doing is scaling. Scaling is pretty much doing the exact same thing that you've already been doing, but on a much larger scale. This is how you'll take your income from $10,000 a month to numbers like 30, 40, 50, even 100K a month and beyond. There's 2 ways that you can scale: vertically or horizontally. Vertically would mean more content that promotes the same product, so setting up more accounts and automating all the systems using things like ManyChat. Utilizing a video editor to redistribute the content that you've already filmed, and also hiring someone to manage your accounts. This pretty much puts the content that you've already made to good use and gets it in front of as many eyeballs as possible, ultimately leading to more sales, and you aren't doing any extra work because of the automations and systems that you have in place. Horizontally would mean taking the feedback from your existing products and creating new and improved ones based on the wants and needs of your customers. This would mean having 5 or 6 different products rather than just one. Spread out all your information so that you don't have all your eggs in one basket. You could also create like a monthly subscription so that your customers get new information every month. This will create reoccurring revenue, and as long as you keep fulfilling the needs and wants of your customers, as you grow your client base, your pipeline will just get bigger and bigger. That's pretty much all the steps you need to start making money online. Digital dropshipping is a great way to start for beginners because of the very minimal startup cost. Hence why I chose to go down this path. The products I've just discussed are low ticket products, meaning typically they are less than $1,000 to purchase. Although this is a great way to start and a great way to hit your first 10K a month mark like most people desire, in order to scale to those 30, 40, 50, even 100K months, you're going to need to make a lot of sales. This is why I prefer to market high ticket products, meaning they range from around $2,000 all the way up to about 100K. You may think, who the fuck is going to pay $100,000 for a digital product? I thought the same, but believe me, if If the value is there and you are providing a solution to people's problems, they will pay. With high ticket products, depending on how much the offer is, you may only need to make 2 or 3 sales a month to hit that magic $10,000 a month mark. And obviously, because the products are much more expensive, there is a lot more room to scale your business. It is important with high ticket products that you have an offer that you actually believe in and provides massive value. These customers will be spending thousands, and like I said before, having a poor quality or product that provides no value is one of the fastest way to destroy your brand or your reputation. Alrighty, let's just recap all the steps for you. Step 1, pick a niche, something you have knowledge in or something you're passionate about. Step 2, purchase or create your first product. Best place to purchase would be Etsy, and best place to create would be Canva. Step number 3, set up your store using Shopify or Standstore. If I was you, I would go with Standstore. Step number 4, set up your social media accounts and start marketing. Organic content, paid ads, or email marketing are your options. I would stick with organic marketing, and just remember, consistency always wins. Post every bloody day, at least twice a day. Step number 5, scaling. Once you have a business that is making consistent income and you are actually growing, look at either scaling vertically with more content or horizontally with more products and more improved products. So that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you guys can utilize this video to start making money online and look to be out of your job sooner rather than later. I would love to hear your guys' success stories. So if you're having a win, making a few sales, or even just making your first sale, make sure to message me on Instagram and share it with me. Same thing applies if you need any further help or you've got any further questions. Don't hesitate to reach out to me on Instagram and I'll do the best I can to help you out. Thank you all for watching, and go make some money. Let's go.